Okay, so hi guys, hello. Actually, this is funny story. We met how
20 years ago.
20 years ago, and we met again.
Yeah.
So I haven't met them for 20 years. So it's been a while, guys. Okay, so welcome to Japan. And where are you from?
We're from Hertfordshire in England, so just outside London.
Welcome to Japan. Okay, so first of all, what brought you here in Japan?
So our sister lived in Japan
Good.
because she was studying here for a year. She lived in Kyoto and she loved it. So we always were like, oh wow. And I think, I guess you and our family friend lives here, so we always had that connection, and also just amazing food and culture.
Nice. And are you guys siblings? So
Yeah, sisters.
Sisters. Wow, welcome to Japan. Do you remember the time we met
Yeah.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
So your whole family always used to come over and stay with us. So you stayed at our house in Hertfordshire, and quite a lot of our childhood. Like I have very vivid memories of all of you coming over. So it's been really nice, especially our family friend Maureen. It's been really nice seeing his life in Japan.
Yeah.
Often he would visit us, but it's our first time seeing him in Japan.
Yeah, I
Nice.
just remember you came with your cousins,
Yeah.
and there were just so many of you, and we thought it was 8 or something, and we thought they were all Maureen's kids. We didn't realise you were just some cousins or friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really nice memory.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to meet you again. I met you.
so nice.
Oh wow, nice. And we are in Japan now, right?
Yeah.
And how long have you been here for in Japan?
20 days.
20
And we leave
days.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad. Okay, so what's your impression of Japan?
Clean, tidy, everything in lower font. So the cars are really small.
We noticed that the first thing, we were like,
Yeah,
such small
well, we came
cars.
from Shanghai where it was really chaotic. We loved it, and then everything just felt so calm.
Organised, calm. Everyone's so polite.
Yes.
Everything's really quiet. The fire engine went and it moved so slowly with the horn was so unoffensive.
Yeah, very different to England.
Oh.
Yeah, it was my second time in Japan. It's been really nice just visiting.
Yeah.
And just everything, I forgot how cute everything was. Everything, a car went past, I was like, so cute.
Sweet.
Yeah, okay, so where did you go? I mean, which part of Japan you went to?
Yeah, so we flew to Osaka.
And then we went to Naoshima.
Naoshima,
that
good.
Beautiful island. And then Okayama.
Okayama. Yes.
Tottori.
Tottori, wow.
And then Kyoto,
Kyoto, yeah.
Tokyo. And then Koga to see your family.
Yeah.
Nikko.
Nikko, yeah.
And then back to Tokyo. And
Yeah.
and then we go.
Nice. Is there any surprising thing since you came to Japan?
Number one, actually the weather.
Weather.
Going from
We've been through the seasons.
multiple times. We've had 2 different lots of snow, 2 different lots of sunburn. Your shoulder.
Yeah. So funny.
I think probably the weather. We came from the UK and it's been quite similar, but total extremes. But
Yeah.
mine has probably the most surprising thing, or how a lot of the older people are still working, still super healthy.
Yes.
Your grandparents who met who are 92 and still
Yeah,
everyone's still super healthy and working and still so old.
So old.
Yeah.
I think I would say again, how polite and how everyone follows the rules, no jaywalking.
Yeah, no joking.
Yeah, they
On the
wait.
trains, it's don't talk on the trains, which is very different to England.
Yeah.
So I think that was quite a big cultural shock.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, what's your highlight since you came to Japan?
That's
You guys
so
been a lot of
difficult.
Yeah.
different place, right?
I think it's nice having a mixture of city and like more rural areas. I think that's been so nice. But I think I would say Satori.
Nice.
We did like a nice hike and then we were in outside onsen, looking over the mountains, and that was beautiful. We love onsens.
Oh, really?
We love onsens.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, I have a license for onsen.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's how much I love it.
Yeah.
So what
So
do you think about
refreshing.
onsen?
You just feel so much better after. Your skin is so soft.
Yes.
And like, yeah, so good for you, like going from the hot springs and then like cold plunge.
Yeah, I think
We love it.
it's really healthy, like being kind of the hot, being in the onsen, and also kind of like mentally being in hot water. Also, like, especially the women seeing like bodies from all ages, like children, in like probably the only time we see anybody in a non-sexual setting, and it's like it was honestly just so healthy, and it's been such a natural thing, especially like in England,
Yeah.
like
In
literally
England,
don't
like
see anyone
everyone's
naked.
very like reserved.
Yeah.
So
Was it first time experience to?
It was mine.
my
You went to onsens last time you visited.
Okay, so how was your first experience? You know, we have to take off all clothes, right? How was it?
I found it quite similar to Copenhagen.
Okay.
Because in Copenhagen, they love saunas.
Sorry, yeah.
So it's kind of similar with like the hot springs, and there it was to be naked. So I was like, that was like my
happy
first
naked.
experience of it. I was like, oh my god, so similar to Copenhagen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it.
Right,
Yeah.
and what
Bring
was,
it to the UK.
yeah, and how was your past experience? Like, remember?
I remember like I was 19 and I was super young. I remember it being quite. It felt. I don't know. I remember at first just feeling so like shy and like nervous, but then obviously after the second one, it's amazing. But I was gonna say my favorite memory of Japan or favorite thing of Japan was actually Koga Peach Blossom Festival. All the peach blossoms.
So many good times. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we haven't been.
We made the last day. We
Yeah,
just
the-
made it.
Yeah, and it was beautiful, like the most amount of trees I've ever seen together. Yeah.
Like, what do you think about? What did you think about? You know, Koga's blossom, like.
We had no idea. We thought we were just going to a park. I literally just thought it'd be just grass and a little slide. So nothing could have prepared me for like the music. There were loads of magicians,
Magicians.
do
Loads of
magic
dogs.
tricks, dances.
The blossom was peach.
Yeah. So it was a nice bright pink
Pink.
colour.
It was loads of pink blossoms.
They also had like the rapeseed plant underneath, so it's really nice with the contrast of the yellow and the pink.
Wow.
They had like it was a little pond lane or little ducks everywhere. It was really nice. Like everywhere I looked, there was just loads of pink blossom everywhere. It was so beautiful.
Wow, that's so good. And do you speak Japanese?
No,
Could you say something?
Oishi.
Oishi.
Sugoi.
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 Sugoi. Yes,
Sugoi.
sugoi.
Your native one.
What was it? Sugoi.
Sugoi. If you really sugoi, suge.
Suge.
This is kind of like, you know, not feminine. Two friends. Huge, like big differences between the UK and Japan.
Probably like the noise level. And I think everyone's a lot. Is rowdy the right word, or like louder in the UK? Where in Japan everyone's a lot more like, people were really friendly in the UK, but they're a lot more like sweeter and like quieter and stuff.
It also notices like eating on your own is very normal in Japan,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I love. Whereas in the UK, like it's not very common, and everyone's quite shy about eating on their own, like to a restaurant. Yeah. Whereas like. When I told my friends I was going to Japan, they were like, "Oh, have you seen the what's it called?
like
the
individual,
slides?
yeah,
Have you
the
sat in
ramen.
them?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all of the places we've been to have them."
I think it's like, because in Japan you eat most of your meals out, so I think obviously like if we were on our own, we would just eat dinner at home on our own, but if to eat out is very more of a social thing. Where obviously it's social as well, but I think it's more of like an everyday
More common,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, more common.
It's so cheap.
Yeah, true.
And so good.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. And which place was your favorite place?
Tottori.
Tottori. Yeah, Tottori.
Naoshima, I
Naoshima,
love.
yeah.
Osaka, I loved as well. Oh, it's
Yeah, I
really
know it's like
hard. Yeah.
Did you have good experience in Japan?
Yeah, everywhere. really good
I
at
found
it.
everyone's been so lovely, like Japanese people, so many people have like come up to us and had conversations, and it's been really nice, like everyone's been so welcoming.
Yeah, even like in the mountains and the onsen, we had like a conversation with like naked Japanese men with like not being able to like not share the same language, but like just with a few hand gestures. Their favourite food is ramen and so is ours.
And then the old ladies in the cafe just gave us like sweets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or, like, even though we didn't understand each other very well, but like it was still a really nice interaction.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a
Yeah.
good moment.
Yeah. We were like, oh, so lovely.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so good.
We've had so
And-
many positive experiences.
Yeah, and actually currently we are in matcha place and we ate and drank matcha.
Yeah.
How was matcha?
So good, and it was actually our first of the whole trip.
Yeah, this is our last day in Japan, and this morning I was like, oh, like we need to get a matcha, and we've had matcha. Like,
It's so rich and strong compared to like the UK. They do it more weak, but like this is proper matcha. Very nice. Very nice.
Welcome
We
to
love the
Japan.
cheesecake.
yeah,
The cheesecake
the
matcha.
cheesecake.
It's good.
Sugoi, oishi.
So from now, I mean, last couple of questions is about you guys. Okay, so are you guys happy now?
We're happy.
We are happy.
We're happy.
We are.
Okay, so what makes you happy in general?
I've been thinking about this quite a lot with the cherry blossom being out and being like, when am I in full bloom? And it's when you're like traveling, when you're like not working, when you're like with people you love, like
Yeah.
Nice.
Amelia's had loads of profound thoughts in fact.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, again, same with people you love, or like just like, yeah, social things. Being in nature and being like relaxed in nature, I feel most content.
Nice.
Eating good food.
Yeah.
I love food.
Yeah, no, Olivia's in her wonton era.
I've been having a lot of wontons.
Yeah. So,
Well, that's a really interesting question. I like that one. I like that one.
okay, so next question is a little bit deep question. Okay, so can I ask how old are you?
I'm 24, I'm
24.
turning 25 in May.
Right.
I just turned 23.
23. Okay, so what advice would you give to younger self? If you could meet younger self, what
Yeah.
would you talk?
Probably, I think, like when I was younger, I like some harder parents. I struggled more with like being shy and like my confidence. So I think more just to have more confidence in myself and like believe more in like my own abilities and kind of like be more fearless with things as well. Especially like as like a creative, it's so important to learn more things and like constantly just like. I don't know, anything you do for the first time will be bad at, so it's more practice. So probably just like anything you're bad at, just keep doing, and then you'll be good. So more just confidence and
I
perseverance.
was literally gonna say the same. Yeah, no, literally because I think being a kid, like, we just didn't feel very confident in ourselves and like expressing yourself. Even like cleverness, like always being like shy of it. Yeah, and then I think traveling makes me more amazed of like solo travelers because they're like doing it on their own. I'm like the confidence and so adventurous. I'm like, wow, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I actually want
I
to
want to
be
be
solo.
solo.
No, like love being with my sister,
Yeah.
but like I just really
Yeah,
admire
no, we
people who go
admire.
so,
We admire solo.
Yeah. Like, traveling is
their
so good.
confidence.
I'm solo from now on. Sit on the plane on your own.
Okay, so last question is gonna be like this. Did you learn something from Japan or like Japanese, like lesson or I don't know, like something learning from Japan?
I would say from the interactions with Japanese people and how even though they didn't know like fluent English, for them coming over and trying to make conversation with us was like so lovely, and it just makes me want to try with like languages, definitely, or just like talking to strangers. I think
Wow. What about you?
Yeah, kind of very similar of like all the people we spoke, or like the Japanese grannies that literally couldn't speak a word, were literally just pointing and then gave us sweets. It's like those are all just such like brave actions to just go and do, and they're things that like I don't know, if someone didn't speak English, I'd be like scared, or even if they did, I'd be scared to approach them anyway. So I feel like now I kind of like I value all of the interactions we've had with strangers. So now I feel like moving forward, I'll just approach someone in a coffee shop, give them a sweet.
Okay. So thank you for your cooperation today. And do you have any question or do you wanna say something in Japanese or to Japanese people?
Arigatou
Arigatou
gozaimasu. We love Japan, and so nice to reunite.
Okay, so thank you for your cooperation today, and I hope that enjoy rest of Japanese stay. Only one day though.
Yeah.
But you keep traveling like South Asia trip, right?
We're going to Taiwan next, so we'll start with Japan. So Japan, Taiwan, Philippines, Singapore, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, home.
Really?
Big trip.
How long will you
Trip of a lifetime. 5 to 6.
5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
Ooh, enjoy guys. Okay, so bye bye.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。